A carrier strike group enters contested waters. Allies watch closely. USS Dwight D. Eisenhower detects suspicious vessel at 23:47 local time. Location, Arabian Sea, 140 nautical miles east of Masira Island. Target is Dow-type fishing vessel, length 25 meters. No identification transponder. Infrared signature suggests concealed cargo. Speed 8 knots. Heading toward Yemen coast. This is Naval Frontline, where fleets meet first. The Eisenhower is on counter-proliferation patrol. Mission: interdict Iranian weapons shipments to Houthi forces. These shipments fuel Red Sea attacks. They enable drone strikes, they provide missiles, they sustain proxy warfare. Stopping the flow stops the threat. This is maritime interdiction. This is sea control. This is Naval Frontline. At 23:52, the carrier launches helicopter. MH-60S Seahawk. Crew includes boarding team, 4 special warfare operators, armed, trained for vessel seizure. The helicopter covers 15 miles in 8 minutes. It circles the Dow at 200 feet altitude. Searchlights illuminate deck. Loudspeakers broadcast in Arabic and Farsi. Stop your vessel. Prepare for boarding. This is United States Navy. Comply immediately. The Dow does not stop. It does not acknowledge. It increases speed to 12 knots. The crew begins throwing cargo overboard. Wooden crates splash into dark water. This confirms suspicion. Legitimate cargo is not destroyed. Weapons are. The helicopter crew reports non-compliance. Eisenhower launches rigid hull inflatable boat, RHIB, with 6-man team. They launch from destroyer USS Gravely. The destroyer is 8 nautical miles from contact. RHIB speed 45 knots. Intercept time 11 minutes. 2 assets converge on target. Helicopter overhead. RHIB approaching fast. The DAO has nowhere to run. International waters. Legal interdiction under UN resolutions. Iran supplies weapons to designated groups. Interdiction is authorized. Boarding is legal. Resistance is criminal. This is maritime law enforcement. This is Naval Frontline at work. The Dow suddenly changes course. Hard turn to port, engines at maximum. Black smoke from exhaust. Speed increases to 14 knots. The vessel heads toward Iranian territorial waters. 89 nautical miles distant. At current speed, 6 hours to safety. The RHIB will intercept in 9 minutes. 1 fishing boat, multiple warships. How desperate is the crew? At Darwell 8, the RHIB reaches interception position. They pull alongside the Dow. Grappling hooks deploy. Boarding ladder extends. Crew shouts commands. Stop engines. Hands visible. Do not resist. The Dow crew retreats to stern. 5 men visible. No weapons observed. They raise hands. Engines cut to idle. The vessel slows. Boarding team climbs aboard. Weapons ready. They sweep forward deck. No resistance encountered. Crew is secured. Flex cuffs applied. They are moved to open area. Guarded by 2 operators. 4 others search the vessel. This is routine procedure. Conducted hundreds of times, but routine does not mean safe. Naval Frontline monitors the boarding. The team finds weapons cache immediately. Below deck compartment, false bulkhead removed. 20 crates remain. More were thrown overboard. Each crate contains weapons components. Iranian markings visible. Farsi writing on packing materials. Contents include Shahed 136 drone components, guidance systems, warheads, propulsion units. Also discovered anti-tank missiles, Kornet variants, Russian design, Iranian manufacture plus small arms ammunition, 12.7mm rounds, thousands of them, for heavy machine guns. The manifest declares cargo as dried fish and dates. Reality is sophisticated weapons. Destination is Houthi-controlled ports. Purpose is continued Red Sea attacks. This interdiction stops 1 shipment. How many others succeed? Who holds advantage in this arms race? A. U.S. Navy. B. Iran. C. Houthis. Comment your assessment now. Naval Frontline analyzes the smuggling network. Iran uses fishing vessels deliberately. They blend with commercial traffic. Arabian Sea has thousands of dhows. Distinguishing smugglers from fishermen is difficult. Intelligence drives interdictions, signals intercepts, human sources, satellite tracking, pattern analysis. The U.S. Navy monitors departure ports, Bandar Abbas, Chabahar, Jask, known smuggling hubs. Vessels are tracked from origin. But tracking is not perfect. Ocean is vast. Coverage has gaps. Some shipments get through. This interdiction represents partial success. One boat stopped. Others continue. The mathematics favor smugglers. At Uiro 31, evidence collection begins. Photographs of every crate. Serial numbers recorded. GPS coordinates logged. Crew identities documented. This becomes legal case. Sanctions violations. Arms trafficking. Materials support to terrorism. The evidence must be precise. Courts require documentation. International law demands proof. The boarding team works methodically, but what happened during the night shift changed everything. At 22:15, intelligence detected unusual activity. Iranian naval vessel departed Bandar Abbas. Identification: Mauj-class frigate, displacement 1,500 tons. Armament includes anti-ship missiles. The frigate is heading south toward interdiction area. Current distance 95 nautical miles. Speed 18 knots. Intercept time 5 hours. Iranian Navy is responding. They know the dhow was stopped. They know the cargo was discovered. They are coming to complicate the situation. Naval Frontline reveals escalation potential. The frigate cannot legally interfere. Interdiction occurs in international waters. UN resolutions authorize seizure. Iranian vessel has no jurisdiction, but presence creates pressure. At 01:47, the frigate appears on radar. Range 47 nautical miles. The Gravely monitors approach. Fire control systems track Iranian ship. No hostile action, just observation. The frigate maintains 20 nautical miles distance. She circles the interdiction area. Cameras record, radars scan. This is intelligence collection. This is deterrence signaling. This is gray zone confrontation. The boarding team completes evidence collection. Weapons are documented. Cargo is prepared for transfer. The DHL will be escorted to port. Crew will be detained. Vessel will be impounded. This is standard procedure, but Iranian presence complicates exit. The Gravely positions between DHL and frigate. Defensive screen. The Eisenhower launches FA-18 fighters. 2 aircraft. They establish combat air patrol. 15,000 feet altitude. Message is clear. Interdiction will complete. Interference will be opposed. At 02:33, the Iranian frigate increases speed, heading directly toward dhow position. Range closes to 12 nautical miles. Gravely issues warning on international channel. Iranian vessel, this is U.S. Navy warship. Maintain current distance. Do not interfere with law enforcement operation. The frigate does not acknowledge. Range continues to decrease. 10 nautical miles. 8 nautical miles. Gravely goes to general quarters. All hands to battle stations. Weapon systems activate. This is not drill. The captain authorizes warning procedures. Fire control radar illuminates Iranian ship. Missile lock achieved. SM-2 ready to launch. The message is unmistakable. Come closer. Face consequences. Is this a warning or the start of something bigger? The frigate stops at 6 nautical miles. She maintains position. Engines idle. She watches but does not advance. The Iranian captain made calculation. Interference gains nothing. Confrontation risks everything. Better to observe. Better to report. Better to challenge diplomatically later. This is rational decision-making. This is how incidents are avoided. This is Naval Frontline watching deterrence work. At 03:15, the DHO transfer begins. Weapons are loaded onto RHIB. Multiple trips required, 20 crates plus documentation, plus detained crew. The process takes 90 minutes. Iranian frigate maintains station. FA-18 fighters remain overhead. Gravely holds defensive position. Every movement is calculated, every action is observed. This is maritime operations, visible, transparent, witnessed by all parties. At 04:47, transfer completes. Weapons are aboard Gravely. Crew is in custody. The DAO is rigged for tow. It will be taken to port, evidence for prosecution. The interdiction mission succeeds. But strategic questions remain. Naval Frontline examines the arms pipeline. This is one shipment among many. U.S. Fifth Fleet conducts interdictions monthly. Dozens of vessels stopped annually. Thousands of weapons seized. Tons of ammunition confiscated. Yet attacks continue. Houthis still have drones. They still launch missiles. They still threaten shipping. Where do weapons come from? The pipeline has redundancy. Multiple routes, multiple methods. Dhows are traditional method. Fishing boats blend naturally. But Iran also uses cargo containers on commercial ships, hidden among legitimate goods. Difficult to detect without inspection. Overland routes through Oman. Trucks cross desert borders. Hard to monitor vast terrain. Direct delivery to Houthi-controlled ports. Iranian ships dock openly, claim humanitarian cargo. What does the next move look like at sea? Naval Frontline Project's operational evolution. Option 1, increased interdiction tempo. More ships on patrol, more helicopters overhead, more boarding teams ready. Coverage expands, success rate improves, but resource cost is high. Option 2, offensive targeting. Strike weapon storage sites, Tomahawk missiles against Iranian facilities, destroy arms at source. But this means direct military action, escalation to armed conflict. Regional war becomes possible. Option 3, diplomatic pressure, sanctions on Iranian shipping, port restrictions, insurance penalties, international legal action. Slow but potentially effective. Requires allied cooperation. Option 4, technological solution, automated detection systems. AI analyzes shipping patterns. Satellite tracking improves. Interdiction becomes predictive. Smugglers are identified before departure. Each option has merit. Each has limitations. Naval power alone cannot solve this. At 06:22, the Iranian frigate turns away. She heads north, back toward home waters. The confrontation ends without shots fired. The Gravely secures weapons for transport. FA-18 fighters return to carrier. The dhow is towed toward Oman. Port facility will receive evidence. This interdiction is complete, but the campaign continues. Tomorrow, another dhow will depart Iran. Different route, different cargo, same destination, same purpose. The pipeline operates continuously. Naval Frontline speaks with interdiction specialists. They describe the frustration. You stop one boat, seize the weapons, arrest the crew, feel accomplished. Then intelligence reports 3 more boats departed. Your success is tactical. The challenge is strategic. Iran has unlimited fishing boats. They have unlimited weapons. They have unlimited commitment. U.S. Navy has limited ships, limited helicopters, limited boarding teams. You cannot stop every shipment. You can only impose costs. Make smuggling expensive. Make it dangerous. Make success uncertain. This degrades effectiveness. This reduces supply, but it does not eliminate threat. Naval Frontline examines cumulative impact. In past 12 months, 47 interdictions conducted, 384 weapon systems seized, 12 tons of ammunition confiscated, 156 smugglers detained. Estimated value, $89 million in weapons. Estimated impact, 15% reduction in Houthi capability. This is significant. This matters. but 80% still gets through. Does this escalate next? Iranian response has been measured. Frigates observe but do not interfere. They file diplomatic protests. They condemn interdictions as piracy. But they do not physically resist. This suggests calculation. Iran wants weapons delivered, but not enough to fight U.S. Navy. Cost-benefit analysis, gray zone tactics, push boundaries without crossing lines. What if calculus changes? What if Iranian ship rams boarding team? What if frigate fires warning shots? What if FA-18 is targeted? Then escalation becomes conflict, then interdiction becomes warfare. The potential exists, the restraint holds. For now, who controls these waters? U.S. Navy dominates militarily. No question about sea control, but Iran controls initiative. They choose when to ship. They choose which routes. They adapt to interdictions. This is asymmetric advantage, strong military, weak enforcement capability. The ocean is too large. Resources are too limited. Perfect interdiction is impossible. Naval Frontline returns to mission reality. The boarding team succeeded today. Weapons were seized. Crew detained. Evidence collected. Mission accomplished. But the larger campaign continues. Next week, another interdiction. Next month, another seizure. Next year, the same struggle. This is forever war at sea. Not battles, not victories, continuous operations, incremental progress, endless vigilance. The Iranian arms pipeline operates, the U.S. Navy interdicts, the Houthis attack. The cycle continues. Subscribe to Naval Frontline, where fleets meet first. The front line of sea power. Naval Frontline. Maritime interdiction happens in darkness, 140 miles from land. No witnesses except participants. The public never sees these operations until something goes wrong. Then everyone notices, but thousands of boardings occur safely, professionally, successfully. This is unglamorous naval warfare. Not carrier strikes, not missile launches, just boarding teams climbing onto fishing boats, searching cargo holds, seizing weapons. One boat at a time, one shipment at a time, one interdiction at a time. This is how you contest Iranian influence. This is how you degrade proxy capabilities. This is what Naval Frontline covers. The operations that prevent attacks, the missions that stop weapons, the confrontations that maintain security. Today's interdiction stopped 20 crates of weapons. Tomorrow, those weapons will not attack ships, will not strike ports, will not kill sailors. That is success. That is measurable. That is worth the risk. The Gravely returns to patrol station. The Eisenhower continues operations. The Iranian frigate reports to Tehran. The Dow sits in port. Evidence for prosecution. And somewhere in Bandar Abbas, another Dow is being loaded. Different boat. Same cargo. Same destination. The pipeline operates. The interdiction continues. The front line remains active. Naval Frontline stays on watch. Subscribe for coverage of maritime security operations, where preventing war is the mission, where stopping weapons saves lives, where naval power enforces international law. Naval Frontline, the real story at sea.